Hello, this is I Do Damage, and welcome back to the channel. In this Torchlight 3 video, I want to talk about some changes that are coming to the game and the difficulty and ways to show off how awesome you are at the game. Before we go ahead and start, anything that I talk about in this video is subject to change. The game is in beta and we're probably going to see iterations over time. One other quick note, I want to do a giveaway. Once the channel here on YouTube reaches 1,000 YouTube subscribers, we'll go ahead and do a giveaway. I got quite a few keys to hook you guys up with. That'll be happening on the Damage Crew Discord. Make sure you're there, part of the community. I can't wait to meet you guys and have a chat. Now, let's go ahead and talk Torchlight 3 difficulty. So, currently in the game, and the update's not out yet, but I just want to give you a little bit of background information when it comes to terms of difficulty in Torchlight 3. There are 5 different difficulty settings. You have casual, normal, hard, painful, and ridiculous. These 5 settings currently in game, you can change them while you're playing. You can just bring up the menu and change, but it didn't always change. It was kind of finicky, a little bit confusing if the difficulty actually changed when you changed it in the settings. And I don't really know if it worked in multiplayer with the scaling. Like, let's say I had it set to ridiculous and this other guy had it set to casual, but we're playing together. You know, what difficulty are we really on? I know it's set on the map, but it seems like that wasn't always 100% accurate. So it's about time that we saw some changes and an overhaul to this system. That's what I'm excited to talk about today with you, is the changes coming to the Torchlight 3 closed beta. So the new system is going to bring a prestige type of system, so you can show off to others what your lowest difficulty you've played on. And this will be displayed with a badge icon next to your name in the party UI, and I think in the social UIs as well, and above your head when you're running around in the world and stuff, so people can know how really badass you are. Badge has some interesting things that you should know about. So the very lowest difficulty you've ever played on with that character is what badge will be displayed next to your name. So let's say you're playing on painful and you decide, oh, man, this one mob's too hard. So you leave the game, you turn it down to normal. Your badge now gets downgraded for good. You can't increase it once you've gone down. So you got to keep that in mind. You got to decide, do you want to really dedicate to that ridiculous playthrough, you know, things like that. So I think it's a really cool addition. A few more things with these changes that you should know about is you can only play multiplayer with other players that are on the same difficulty as you. So you're going to have to kind of play around that, right? If you want to lower it so you can go play with your buddy, or, you know, make them have to raise it so you don't have to lower it on your character. It's going to add a little bit of an interesting social dynamic, I guess. I'm a little bit concerned that this may isolate some of the player bases a little bit, but we'll get a little bit more into detail. Let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the facts first. The other detail that you have to do is if you want to change the difficulty, you have to actually go to the main menu and change it there. You can't change it in game anymore. So that just means you'll have to sit an extra loading screen if you want to increase or decrease the difficulty. One concern that I saw brought up during the dev stream when they were talking about this part of the changes was people using alternate characters on a lower difficulty and then feeding that gear to maybe their ridiculous dedicated character. And it seemed like that was not a huge concern for the dev team. And I don't really think it should be. I think that, you know, if you really want to put in the time to feed your main gear, you know, go for it. That's going to be a time investment that you're just going to have to decide for yourself if that's something you want to do. Honestly, I don't see the issue with that because, you know, let's say you're a level 50 ridiculous character, but, you know, you're struggling, so you want to feed him some level 50 gear. You're going to have to make an all and level him all the way up to 50 to then be able to start to feed him gear. So, you know, personally, I don't see the problem with it, man. If people want to invest the time and do that, go for it. Plus, anyway, you have the legendary powers and affixes already account-wide anyway, so really you're already feeding your main by playing on lower difficulty characters anyway. We talked about, I kind of had an idea and I think it's just way too much, honestly, but it seemed kind of cool in my head, was having gear when it dropped tied to that difficulty, and then your lowest piece of difficulty gear dictates your badge. But I think that's a little hardcore and honestly just unnecessary. What they really could do if they wanted to make it so they wanted to really hold the integrity of all your gears from ridiculous, is just make it solo self-founded. Just have a solo self-found badge and setting, and that gear's your own. There's no shared stash, and I think that would resolve all those concerns. But anyway, now that you know the facts about the difficulty changes coming to the closed beta of Torchlight 3 with the badge system, the badge will display your lowest difficulty played on your character, having to switch to the main menu to switch the difficulty. And in order to play co-op, you have to be on the same difficulty as everyone else in your group. Those are the big highlights there. I want to just share kind of my game plan going into when the game's released and things like that. I do want to have a ridiculous dedicated character of each class. I'm going to do that. I find that fun and something to work towards and to have a constant goal. With that in mind, I'll definitely have alternate characters to play with viewers and play with buddies and things like that, so that we can keep the fun going, right? So once that NDA is lifted, hit me up. Let's play on stream. I'll also definitely have some alternate characters to kind of mess around on and, you know, grind fame and stuff like that, and feed my main characters as well, right? I know this video is short and sweet, but I just wanted you guys to be in the know of what's going on with everything Torchlight 3, since I know you're not all in the closed beta. So make sure you join that Damage Crew Discord. Hopefully get yourself a key once we reach that 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube. I hope that you guys enjoy this video and all the other content on the channel. If so, don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when a new video goes live. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.